Hey, fourth grade, it's Mrs. Jones, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about Prezi and how you are going to create your, whoopsies, ecosystem and animal Prezi today. So first thing I'm going to do is open the internet. I can either go the shortcut to Mrs. Jones' page and go to the link, or you can type up in the URL bar prezi.com. Okay? When you get there, you're going to find in the upper right-hand corner, log in. So when I log in, you are either going to use my account information or your teacher if they tell you to use yours. I'll give you the password when you get here. Okay, I'm going to press log in, and the first thing I'm looking for is the new button that says, or the blue button, I'm sorry, that says new Prezi. So I'm going to press that plus right here, new Prezi. And in the title, I'm going to name it either my ecosystem or my animal. So I'm going to call this one Atlantic Ocean, and I'm going to pretend my animal is the dolphin. And then in parentheses, I'm going to write my name, so Mrs. Jones. And then I'm going to put my teacher code. So I'm in Miss Batia's fourth grade class, kind of like you do in art or music when you do that. So I'm going to press create new Prezi, and then it's going to bring up some templates for you to be able to select from. So I just need to use my star quality of patience while it loads, and then we're going to look for a template. Okay, it's testing my patience. Okay, there we go. So we are actually looking for, we're going to start with, you may choose the process, or you may choose cohesion. And over here you'll see this little gray bar. That's how I am able to scroll and see all of the different templates. Or you may choose stepping stone, or white space. So I actually chose white space. Okay, when I get here, all of my slides are going to appear on the left. It's really similar to PowerPoint, and it's going to be really easy for you to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to double click up here, and I'm going to type Atlantic Ocean. Now you'll see that I can change my font, the layout and what it looks like. I can also change the color, but for now I just want you to focus on getting all of your information. Let's not worry about getting the font fancy, but I can increase or decrease the size. I can move it around if I want. But right now, let's just focus on getting all of the information. So my first slide is actually starting as this large, so it's going to show the person I present to the big screen. On the first bubble, so I just clicked over here on the bubble, I'm going to give it a title. So remember, a title needs to be capital. So I'm going to call it Atlantic Ocean. Now you'll see that I spelled Atlantic wrong. Do you see the red squiggle underneath it? To fix this, if you've spelled the word close enough to the correct spelling, all you have to do is right click with your mouse and it will bring up the proper spelling. So I can just click on that and it fixes it right up for me. So Atlantic Ocean. Now here is where you will describe your ecosystem and the habitat that your animal lives in. So you're going to use, you will write in complete sentences that begin with a capital and whoopsies, I keep spelling that wrong, capital and end with a period. Okay, so all of your facts will go there. Now, like I said, for right now, I'm not going to worry about changing the font. I'm not going to worry about the color. I'm just going to focus on getting all of my information. So first bubble, you must describe the Atlantic Ocean and or your ecosystem and the habitat that your animal lives in. Now, the next four bubbles, you will be able to choose between any of the things on your thinking map. So you may choose diet, you may choose human impact, you may choose structural adaptations, you may choose behavioral adaptations, you may choose life cycle, or you may choose to write about interesting facts. I would always keep this interesting fact one, kind of the last one on your slide. Do you see this is here and I don't really want it there? I can just grab it and move it around. So on this page, you are going to have the title. So I may only have the title diet. And then below, I am going to describe the diet of a dolphin consists of blah, 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 and I'm going to end with a period. Dolphins like to eat blah, 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 period. Okay? I'm going to go on to my next few bubbles and do the same thing. So this is going to be human impact because I have a lot of information about that, and I'm going to type my information. Oops, forgot to start with a capital. Fix that up and forgot to end with a period. There we go. And I'm going to keep going. I'm on my third one. I'm going to call this one life cycle and start with a capital. And here's all my interesting information, the life cycle of a dolphin. End it with a period. Okay, I'm just going to move that out of my way. And then, okay, here we go, my next one. Oh, it's my last one. I'm going to give you some interesting facts about a dolphin. So remember, a title always is going to have a capital letter at the beginning of each important word. So interesting facts. Those non-important words are like a and it and smaller words like to. So you won't be capitalizing those. But here, oh, my interesting facts started with a capital. Blah, 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 blah. Isn't that so interesting? And you'll see that my text is kind of getting stuck to one side. So all I have to do is grab these double arrows and I can move the paper all the way my text box so I am able to type along the whole thing rather than it just being kind of smushed on there. Okay, so there's my interesting facts. Now, on the very last, I actually would love for you to choose white balance because I think this will work perfect because finally we are going to, not today, but next time, we are going to make a QR code quiz. So on here, we're going to import the image of your QR code that you make, the quiz, your couple of questions that your reader can take after they watch your Prezi, as well as the answers to the quiz. So those are just a few quick tips on how to use Prezi. I think white balance would be a perfect choice for you. It'll be the best descriptors. So after I have all of my facts added, I can go back to each particular slide and I might want to add a picture or change the color, change the font. If I want to add the picture, I'm going to go to image. And let's try from Google Images, and I'm going to type what I'm looking for, Atlantic Ocean. Now, over here on the right-hand side, all kinds of pictures will come up. So I think that this picture looks like a great map of the Atlantic Ocean. So I'm going to press Insert. I'm going to use my start quality of patience. It's loading, loading, loading. Once it's loaded, I should be able to move it around and resize it. But right now you're seeing a perfect example of how sometimes Prezi can be stinky and the picture gets um, stuck and you can't move it anywhere. So sometimes I like to press the crop button, and if I just try to crop it a teensy bit, it will recognize it as a picture and then it will let me grab it. And that doesn't look like it's working. So you can either keep using that star quality of perseverance and patience, but Mrs. Jones is not so good at that. So I'm going to right click this one and I am going to delete it because I got a little bit frustrated. So I could try it again. From image, Atlantic Ocean, and this time I might try a different picture because I saw that didn't work out so well. Oh, that's perfect because my animal is a dolphin and it's the Atlantic Ocean. So I'm going to try this one. I'm going to press insert and hopefully, oh, this one is going to work a little bit better for me. So you see right away it let me move it around. Okay, I can either move my text, I can fix that by double clicking it, it will let me squish it over there, or I can leave it across the whole screen, but I might want to just press the minus and I'll be able to change the size of my actual dolphin. Okay, so that's how you add pictures. So I would go through, you probably want to add one picture on each slide. So let's see if I can find krill. Oh, and sometimes it's going to tell you that there was a technical issue. You can just say exit out and try all over again. If you have a lot of problem from file, what you're going to do is get a new tab and you're going to do a Google search. It's going to make a little bit more work, but it will be worth it. I'm going to press images and I'm going to dolphin diet. So here's a picture of a dolphin eating. I probably don't want that one because if the dolphin is in its habitat, somebody's not going to be feeding it. So I might be looking for another. Oh, lots of dolphins doing tricks. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking at all of the pictures. I might need to change my keywords. Remember when you talked about keywords? So I might need to change this to shrimp. Oh, and that isn't a great keyword because it's giving me delicious shrimp to eat. So I maybe need to say shrimp in Atlantic Ocean. There we go. Okay. So I'm not doing so well with my searches. I guess I need some more practice. There one is. I'll use this little guy. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to say save picture as. And for today, I'm going to give you permission to save it on the desktop so it's easy for you to find. So I'm going to press save. Okay, so I right clicked, I pressed save picture as, I saved it on my desktop, and I'm going to remember the name. So when I go back over here, I'm going to press images again, but this time I'm pressing from file. So I'm going to press desktop, and I see right there is the rock shrimp. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy, and it's ready. I might not want to put it in the same place as on the other slide. I can move it around, and voila. Okay, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. You can't break it, so don't be afraid to try things out and explore on your own. That's the only way that you can become better at technology. But really remember that you need to persevere and also use your star quality of patience. I can't wait to see all of your Prezis, and I know you're going to do a great job. So today I need you to focus on getting your bubbles, or your squares rather, filled out, and next time we will focus on the QR codes. So good luck, and I can't wait to see your Prezis.